What is up, my friends? It is a brand new week here on Anfield Agenda, and you are very welcome along to Monday evening's news roundup. Over the course of this video, we're going to give you the latest on the Mohamed Salah contract saga. We're going to be asking, have Liverpool found the next Sadio Mane? And will Darwin Núñez really move to Napoli? That and a few more interesting bits and pieces, including Jamie Carragher on Bryan Mbeumo and why he thinks he could be a good fit for Liverpool. Of course, we want to know your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, so do let us know in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, and of course, we'd love you to hit that subscribe button. The good news, I will be back tonight at 8:45 for a late night agenda. We'll get stuck into it all and answer any questions you have. And a reminder, tomorrow we're going to be recording with Mo Chatra around the finances at Liverpool Football Club and seeing if we can't figure out where exactly all that money's going. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's get straight into it. And I'm going to start off today with a report that came out late last night that suggests that Mohamed Salah has turned down the latest contract offer from Liverpool Football Club because the terms were not agreeable. Now, this is like we've said all the way through. It just seems like the club are lowballing, or at least aren't getting anywhere near the offers that the players are hoping for. Now, it isn't all doom and gloom, because this report does also say that the forward is waiting for a new offer to arrive. Now, I hope that new offer he's waiting for is from Liverpool, because we know Paris Saint-Germain, Saudi and other interested parties are queuing up to try and bring Mohamed Salah if Liverpool can't agree these terms. So again, let's wait and see what happens and hope for the best, because at this point, hoping is the best we can do, because it's been dragging on and on and on. Now, Stefan Bajcetic, a little bit on him. Talks to take him to Las Palmas on loan are progressing well, according to Matteo Moretto, who said that negotiations potentially set to advance significantly in the coming days. It all seems a little bit up in the air around Stefan. Initially, we were all told that he was most likely going to stay at Salzburg, despite links bringing him back to Spain. Now it seems as if maybe he's not going to get enough game time there in Salzburg. But look, if he does join Las Palmas, it's all about getting minutes in the young man's legs, and if that's the best move for him, then of course we wish him nothing but the best. We expect to see him back at Liverpool in the summer, but keep an eye on this one over the remainder of this transfer window, of which there is 7 or 8 days to go. Now, you know the way I love to call out the PGMOL and the Premier League on stuff. You won't quite believe what I'm about to tell you now. The Premier League website is using Jeremy Doku's challenge on Alexis McAllister, the one that we didn't get a penalty against Manchester City for, as an example of a high foot on their own website. Didn't give us a penalty for it or anything, but they're using it as an example of a high foot, and it wasn't even given as a foul during that game. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy that one now. Just the latest little bit of maddening hypocrisy from the PGMOL, the Premier League, and everybody around these referees, which is just shocking. Next up, a transfer rumour. L'Equipe are reporting that Liverpool target Anis Hadj Moussa is also a target for Lille, and that they're prioritising a move for the Feyenoord winger. Liverpool have been keeping tabs on him. We've spoken to you guys about a potential €12 million move or a £10 million move. I've got no idea whether this kid is good enough or not. Very small sample size of stuff at Feyenoord as well. I think he's only scored 3 goals there, if I'm not mistaken. So Liverpool and Chelsea also linked as being interested in the young man, but Lille, it looks like, are prioritising a move for him. Now, Cody Gakpo has made a bit of a revelation, and he said that a pastor told him that he would sign for Liverpool Football Club. He said, "I'm a man guided by my faith, so one day I had a meeting with the pastor from my church. This older pastor said, 'Can I tell you something?' This was before any big clubs had come knocking on his door, and he said that he said that God told the pastor that he would go to Liverpool, and Cody Gakpo said he kind of laughed it off a little bit, and I said, yeah, we'll see about that. And there you go. Where did he end up? At Liverpool Football Club. And the rest, as they say, folks, is history. Now, sticking with Cody Gakpo, he once said that his dad was waiting for him after a game before where he didn't play too well. It was 2 years ago, and he said his dad pretended to be Salah and walked through the situation and what he did wrong and made sure that they kept doing it until he got it right. And little details like this, I guess, are the reasons why these guys get to the levels that they are. Now, we've spoken about El Hadj and talked about Liverpool's interest in him. Well, let's talk about another young player who has been compared to Sadio Mane. So, a young talent by the name of Bazumana Toure, 18-year-old Ivorian winger, is currently dazzling in Sweden's top tier, and Liverpool have been linked with a move for him. They say that he reminds them of the early days of Mane at Red Bull Salzburg, but, you know, blessed with explosive pace, dribbling skills, tactical intelligence, the Ivorian winger is already turning heads. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. It seems a bit far-fetched to me, but, you know, I'll throw the name out there. I'm sure there will be somebody in the chat who keeps an eye on this guy. So if you know anything about him, do feel free to let us know. Now I'm going to move on to the two main topics of the video. Firstly, I'm going to talk about Bryan Mbeumo and why Jamie Carragher thinks he could be a good fit if Liverpool lose Salah. This is what he had to say. You feel with Brentford signings or Brighton because they're ahead of the game. Everybody is always a little bit, what do we need to know? What have we missed? He went on to say, you see them do well at those clubs, and he's speaking here about Mbeumo, and you think, can they do a job for our clubs? They're ahead of the game for bringing them in. The metrics, he's certainly one of them. I think of my old club and the situation regarding Mohamed Salah, a left-footed player on the right side who can fit the bill. He's somebody whose name always crops up because of his ability in the club he's at. The things they're looking at probably similar to Liverpool. Jamie Carragher goes on to say he's a huge fan of his, a huge problem, and caused Liverpool problems at the weekend. I've always had an admiration for Mbeumo, and I wouldn't at all be disappointed if Liverpool ever did bring him in. Could he be a Mohamed Salah replacement? Look, truth is, we all know nobody can really be a Mohamed Salah replacement, but I guess he could go a long way to it. But let's wait and see how this one pans out. Obviously, I want Mohamed Salah to stay, but if he doesn't stay and the worst comes to the worst, I think Mbeumo could definitely do a job. He's a very good player, an honest player, a hard-working player, a great engine as well, and a good coach, bringing them through there with Thomas Frank at Brentford as well. So let me know your thoughts there on Mbeumo. Do you agree with Jamie Carragher? Now, the final piece of reporting suggests that Napoli are front runners in the race to sign Mr. Darwin Núñez. We know that there are many suitors for Darwin. We know that Al Hilal and some of the Saudi clubs are interested in him. Keeping an eye on the Neymar situation there. Now, on that again, I'll move on a little bit further about that in a second. But these guys say that Napoli are the front runners. Now, I don't know that Napoli are going to have the money or anywhere near the money that it would take to get Darwin Núñez out. If Liverpool have really turned down 70, 75 million pound offers, I can't see Napoli having that money. I know they've moved on Kavicha Kvaratskhelia to Paris Saint-Germain, but this is just the wages and everything that it would take. I just can't see a world where this happens at Napoli. Saudi Arabia, you never know. We'll see about that situation. Maybe he stays at Liverpool. Another little bit of reporting, by the way, said to keep an eye on the situation with Neymar and Al Hilal, because they want Mohamed Salah to come in and be that replacement for the World Cup. And it is Al Hilal, I believe, that Neymar is playing for. I don't really pay too much attention to the Saudi Pro League. But whatever club it is that he's at, they're saying that they want Mohamed Salah as a replacement ahead of that Club World Cup that is coming up in June/July. And he'll be out of contract at the end of June. So let's wait and see. That is the thing that keeps me hopeful about Mohamed Salah not going to Saudi is the level of the league there, and the fact that Mo was just too good to be going to play in the Saudi Pro League at this moment in time. PSG stuff had me a little bit concerned because we know they certainly have the financial prowess. They're always going to be in the Champions League, but does he really feel that he can achieve what he wants to achieve there? I would say it might be a better compromise for him than going to Saudi Arabia, but I still feel that Mohamed Salah's heart and desire is to stay here at Liverpool. I just hope that the owners stop being cheap and offer him a contract that he feels he can sign. So that's pretty much it from me now, ladies and gentlemen, but we will go through this and a lot more tonight at 8:45 in the Late Night Agenda. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I missed you guys yesterday on my day off, but I'm looking forward to catching up with you tonight, so I will see you then. Thanks for watching. Much love. Bye-bye.